Ooh, Sir Conrad for opponent, do not like. Do not like one bit. And Arise from the Dark Realms. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which Kaldheim deck you want me to play next, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below. Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Riku 2 Reflections Elder Gargaroth today. Take a look at this opening hand. Yeah, that's not going to work. Getting this deck started off right, let's mulligan into this. Looks better. Land, Soul Ring, Wood Elves. No card draw. We will need to find card draw. So this is Elder Gargaroth deck. We do need to find a way into our Elder Gargaroth. This hand unfortunately doesn't do that, but it does ramp. So that's something. So we'll go ahead and keep. So this deck started as a disagreement between myself and some Patreons. This morning we were discussing Elder Gargaroth and whether it meets the description of being called heinously OP. We were discussing cards that were heinously OP that were printed in 2020, and I feel that Elder Gargaroth is on that list. Some of the Patreons disagreed with me, and that's fine, but eventually we got to a place where we're like, all right, we'll have to agree to disagree on this, but I am going to make this Elder Gargaroth deck, just because I think it's like the new Siege Rhino level of ridiculous. So, yeah, this is Elder Gargaroth deck. We're going to try to make as many Elder Gargaroths as we possibly can, and we'll see how that goes. Anyway, play this fetch land, crack the fetch land. Let's get... yeah, Tropical Island seems good. Play the Soul Ring, and we will pass like that. So I think the plan here is going to be Wood Elves next turn, Riku the following turn, and then try to copy a Growth Spiral, I think is where we want to be. But yeah, we'll see how many copies of Elder Gargaroth we can get today. You know, I think by the time you get to like 2 or 3 copies, things are going to spiral out of control pretty quickly. My opinion of Elder Gargaroth is that it is a single creature that can take over the game very quickly, especially if it's early in the game. Like, you see a Soul Ring, Mana Vault, some sort of Mana Rock coming down. That thing comes into play, and it's just bigger than everything else, and it's making bodies and drawing cards and doing all kinds of stuff. It's a big headache. Thus, I have labeled it heinously OP. Let me know what you guys think, though. Do you think Elder Gargaroth is heinously OP? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, brings it back to our turn, just lands for our opponents. Play this Scalding Tarn. Crack the Scalding Tarn. Let's get Volcanic Island. Play Wood Elves. Get a Taiga. Pass like that. I know that we could Growth Spiral, but I really want to try to hit double Growth Spiral. So let's take a look at what we're playing. We are playing Riku of 2 Reflections out of the original Commander product. Cast an instant or sorcery, or whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 and copy that card. Essentially, double all of your game actions is the name of Riku, and it's kind of ridiculous. It can do some really broken things. I would say we're not playing the most broken version of Riku today, but if it gets going, things will still spiral out of control pretty quickly. Growth Spiral out of control. Ha 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 ha. Opponent did lay down a Temple Bell that will help us with the card draw. We do need to find our way into a creature tutor and a clone also. One thing that I did consider using Sakashima and some other partner just to have a clone in the command zone and still going the teamer route. But I just decided to go with Riku because it's Riku. It's fun. But you definitely could go the partners route too. Ooh, that's an asceticism. Probably go for the asceticism first just so our things don't get shot. Love that. Let's play the Wooded Foothills. Crack the Wooded Foothills. We can get something tapped this turn. Well, I guess we get the Triome. And I think next turn that puts us, like, into 2 copies of Growth Spiral. Who's getting poked for 1? Child of Alara. Child of Alara is getting poked for 1. Boop. But anyway, yeah, you can definitely go about this with the partners if you want. I chose Riku because I like Riku. I have a good feel on how Riku works. The partners can be a little bit wonky. I don't play them all the time, so I'm just like not as comfortable with partner decks. So decided to go with Riku. Whoops. Opponent taps the Temple Bell, so we draw a card. It's an Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoth. I had copied this deck list over from the Arbitrary Rhinos deck list that showed up, oh man, year and a half ago on the channel probably. And so anyway, yeah, I used that deck as, like, I copied it over and I changed, 30 cards. Also changed the colors. That was a 4-color minus red deck. So it was essentially Atraxa colors. And Urborg is a card that you can run in any color deck, and it didn't highlight as illegal when I was changing all the stuff over from the other deck list. So we've got an Urborg. We'll hold off on that one since it does slow the game down a little bit. when you play it. We got some stuff coming in for our opponents, though. Ghost of Ramirez to Pietro. Sweet, haven't seen this one yet. It's a 2/3. Can't be blocked by creatures with toughness 3 or greater. When it deals combat damage to a player, choose up to one target card in a graveyard that was discarded or put there from the library this turn. Put that card into its owner's hand. Seems cool. It's got partner. And it's partnered with Tormod the Desecrator. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token, and it's a 4/2. And that's being piloted by Maru Powell, so it looks like they're going to be doing some sort of graveyardy kind of thing. Demir graveyard stuff, maybe making some zombies. Seems pretty cool. With that will bring it back to our turn. There's a doubling season. That's also pretty good. Are we on Riku Growth Spiral this turn? I think we are. Yeah, this will be 7. Hopefully we have enough red mana. Play the island. Cast Riku. Oh, we're not going to have enough to copy. We're going to have to sit around and wait for a turn before we can do the Growth Spiral thing. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot about that. It takes extra mana to do that. Yeah, maybe I've slow rolled that a bit too much. I don't know. Probably got a little too focused on it, but it's fine. Let's drop in Riku. We'll stay put this turn. We'll Growth Spiral if we need to, but we can also leave up Regenerate, which is a fine plan, so we'll just kind of hang back and see what happens, but I'd really like to copy the Growth Spiral as we do need to look at more cards. Stitcher Supplier coming in. Yep, opponent going to get that self-mill started, so yeah, looks like Demir self-mill. Continuing on our opponents, by the way, we've got Useless Facts piloting Child of Alara. Child of Alara always a little bit scary because they can just blow up all the permanents at any time, and that's not ideal. Opponent's going to put an Aqueous Form on Ghost of Ramirez to Pietro. Yeah, it's unblockable. What'd they mill, by the way? Mirror, Triton, Gravecrawler, Netherborn, Phalanx. Well, those are some spicy cards. When they attack, they get to scry one. They're coming our way. Yeah, we deserve it. We have ramped. They're going to hit with Ramirez, and they're going to get back this island. Where does it go? Goes back to their hand. They play the island. Love it. Getting those land drops. We're down to 35. Opponent's going to activate the Temple Bell once again. There's Mystic Remora. That is more card draw for us. That will be super helpful. Yeah, so 5-color, always a little bit scary. Never quite know what's going on. We see a Kefnet right here, potentially doing God Tribal. That's what that kind of says to me. Opponent's got 8 cards in hand. They're going to send that our way. Yep. All right, we are taking some punishment right here. Might have to think about leaving up Ether Spouts at some point. Down to 30. And finally, our last opponent, Jerdan, piloting Morophon the Boundless. Not sure what they're up to yet. They've got some ramp going with Kodama's Reach, but once Morophon enters the battlefield, we'll get a look at whatever their creature type is, as they'll have to choose a creature type. So, got a couple 5-color surprises from our opponents this turn. Also, got a few opponents in this game, Patreons, that we haven't really seen in games in a while. So exciting to have some old familiar faces back in the game. Oh, well, that's going to be a despark on our Asceticism. That is unfortunate, but at the very least, if they're shooting the Asceticism, that means they're not shooting the things that matter. Though I did want that for, protecting our Elder Gargaroth. Since this is a one-trick pony kind of deck. We don't have a lot of other backup options. I think I put an Inferno Titan in here. Magmatic Force was in the list. I don't know if it made it past the cuts. I might have cut it right at the end to get down to 100, but opponent's going to put a Reconnaissance mission into play. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's got Cycling. Sweet. Oh, that's a Swords on the Riku. Ah, no. All right. See how this is going to go. All right, we'll just fire off Growth Spiral then, since it's not going to get copied anyway. No, we don't have the mana to pay. We can drop a land into play. We'll drop in the island. Riku goes down, back to the command zone. This is a castle. Let's get Mystic Remora. Yeah, I think we just recast Riku. At the very least, try to get removal out of opponent's hands. Play the castle, and we'll pass like that. Oh, you know what I forgot to put in this deck? The lands that give things haste. Flamekin Village and Hainwire Battlements, and that's actually kind of a big deal. You do want haste with the plan that we're going on. We do have Greaves and Boots, so hopefully we'll run into those at some point. Useless said, our current board state cost as much as his deck. He said, it's good to see you too. Oops. Yeah, being 4 years into content creation and like more than 600 videos, I've got all the lands. It's just a thing that happens. Another 2-3 coming our way. Yep, chipping down that life total. Opponent's going to get themselves a Lonely Sandbar, continuing on their land drops plan. Cemetery Reaper coming in. Sweet. Yeah, so it looks like a Demir Zombies kind of thing with some self-mill action. Temple Bell. Well, there's an Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan is the backup plan. Not supposed to be the primary plan, but it might be going on the Inferno Titan plan at this moment. Clear out the board a little bit. Give opponents a place to park some removal until we can find our Elder Gargaroth. Send the Kefnet over to the Zombies player. I can appreciate that. There's a Mogus. Yeah, it's God Tribal. It is definitely God Tribal. Mogus trigger on opponent. Hopefully opponent will cast something into the Mystic Remora. No one's done so yet. Nope, going for Morophon. Everyone playing around the Mystic Remora this turn. Always annoying. What are they choosing? Chosen creature type is Angel, so it looks like it's going to be... Oh, ha, yeah. Maelstrom Archangel coming into play. Fun. Is this on damage or on attack? Deals combat damage to a player. Do we want to find out what the nastiest thing in their hand is? We'll see if opponents have any removal. Brings it back to our turn. Mogus trigger. Nope. Just going to take that damage. We will pay for the Mystic Remora. Eternal Witness. Eternal Witness on Growth Spiral? Riku and Eternal Witness. We could double the Eternal Witnesses. Yeah, might as well, right? Get back the Growth Spiral. Pay a blue and a green. Get a second Eternal Witness. Get back a land. Unfortunately, we have a colorless in the pool, which won't allow us to cast Growth Spiral copied this turn. Play the Scalding Tarn. Crack the Scalding Tarn. We could use a green land. We'll get Cinderglade. 4 total mana. Anything we can do with it. Not ready for Crossing Grip yet. Yeah, I think we just pass. I'm just going to stay put. We don't really have an attacking board state in this moment. Opponent sacrifices the Stitcher Supplier, so they'll mill 3 more. Playing right into the Mogus. Using the Mogus to their advantage. Clutch of the Undercity. There's one you don't see. Rewind. Tormod the Desecrator into play. It's a 5-3. Seems pretty good. Gonna swing over to the Angel's opponent. I won't lie, Maelstrom Archangel's a little bit scary. Hopefully they're not just going into like Time Stretch. Hopefully it's just like drop another Angel. That's something we can deal with. Time Stretch, on the other hand, is kind of an issue. Everyone talks about how they're like, oh, I wish Maelstrom Archangel was legendary. And sure, that would be cool, but realistically that would just turn into essentially what Joda is, of just like, okay, I'm just going to get Time Stretch or Expropriate or, you know, some other really big dumb spell that just kind of ends the game and or creates so much value that you can't possibly recover from it. So, you know, as cool as that would be, and there would be a lot of fun things to do with it, there would also be a lot of broken things to do with it, and that's not great either. So, you know, in today's day and age, it would be safe, but let's say like 5 years ago, before Joda, that would definitely be pretty dangerous and would probably just be annoying at that point. Now there's so many strong things that it wouldn't matter that much, but yeah. Traverse the Uvenwald we pick up off of the Temple Bell, but we don't have Delirium yet, so we can't search for a creature. So, you know, maybe we want to consider just trying to get some cards into our graveyard. See if we can get our Delirium count up to 4. We can get 2 at the instant. We could use a creature in the graveyard. I don't know. We could like an Inferno Titan something. Athrio's Shroud Veiled coming in. That's a pretty good one. Opponent's thinking not. That's going to be a mana drain. Into our Mystic Remora finally getting our first draw off of it. There's a land. Mogus trigger. Oh, we could use a Mogus trigger to put a creature in the graveyard. So then we could have like creature, land, instant. We just need to find one more card type. This itself is the sorcery, but I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's in the graveyard until it resolves, so I don't think that works the way we want it to. Maybe we'll sack the Wood Elves then. Oketra's Monument, drawn again. It's a land. Got a lot of lands in hand. Growth Spiral will help us get those into play, which is good. Oh, that's an Aurelia. This is going to hurt. Kind of wish I left up that Ether Spout's mana. We'll definitely have to do that this turn. They get a warrior out of the deal, too. Oketra's Monument. Ooh, and a Linvala. Nasty. Nasty. If they have any more angels in their hand, I'm just going to be able to drop them in, too. Indestructible or hexproof. Ether Spouts doesn't care about that, fortunately. Opponent's got a board state. Morophon our way. Maelstrom over to the zombie's opponent. Aurelia to the zombie's opponent. Yeah, that's some damage. Aurelia trigger. Interestingly, Kefnet can draw with the Temple Bell to make it a blocker if they need to. Yeah, we'll block with the Wood Elves right here. Reconnaissance triggers twice. There's Maelstrom Archangel. 6 cards in hand to choose from. It's a True Conviction, no big deal. No big deal. That's probably worth a Crossing Grip. We do get to use the Mystic Remora. Parallel Lives. Cool card, but not what we need in this exact second. We've already got a doubling season. I'll wait till they attack first before we use the Crossing Grip. Don't need to get ourselves attacked any more than we absolutely have to. Ooh, they're sending Morophon into the Kefnet. They can draw and kill it. See if they realize. So 2 more over to the zombie's opponent. We're going to Crossing Grip the True Conviction. Riku will trigger, but we're out of mana. Yep, opponent's going to draw with the Temple Bell. That'll make Kefnet a legal blocker. There's a Genesis. We have 3 card types in the graveyard. So this will take down Morophon. At least slow opponent down a little bit. Unless they want to sacrifice Linvala, which they might. They might. I think Morophon is more valuable than Linvala generally. in the sense of, like, this is a bunch of mana, and they've got a whole bunch of cards in hand. Yeah, they're going to make that sacrifice. I probably would too, because this will just keep you rolling. Linvala is a really nice piece of protection, though. But, you know, one of the reasons it's in there is to protect your stuff, and Morophon definitely worth protecting, because recasting it is a nightmare, so that's basically an entire turn worth of mana, so yeah. Maelstrom Archangel, what do they got? Poof, opponent's down to 15. Door of Destiny's no big deal. At least that came down last. Next turn, though, I'm sure they'll be able to do some things. We draw another card. It's a Broken Bond. Excellent. We can deal with the Door of Destinies. Also get a land into play. Ooh, and that's a sorcery, which will be our 4th card type. Beautiful. Beautiful. Think we've done all the things we need to do. Excellent. I'm going to let the Remora go. We've got a lot of cards now. Sacrifice a creature. I think I'll sacrifice the Eternal Witness. Everything is kind of... the big threats are in the air at this moment. We're going to let the Remora go. I think we've assembled all the value we need to assemble. And it's another land, so this is going to be kind of a crazy turn, because we're going to play a lot of cards, except the fact that they all put lands into play means that we're paying essentially half the cost of what they do. So we're going to pay 4 mana, shoot 2 things, and get 2 lands back. Gonna be pretty sweet. Gonna eat up a lot of colored mana, though, and that's definitely a thing. But let's start with the Growth Spiral. Riku trigger. We will pay. There's Rhystic Study. We can put a land in, drop in this island. We draw another land, drop in the Sulphur Falls. Play Broken Bond. Let's shoot the Door of Destiny. Oh, I should use Soul Ring on the Broken Bond. That was a whoops. Blue and a red. Pay the blue and the red. Broken Bond, we'll target the Reconnaissance mission. That one seems kind of strong, especially with what they got going. We need another blue land, so we can hold up the Ether Spouts mana. So get the Bloodstained Mire in, drop in the Rootbound Crag, play the Urborg as our land per turn. We have ramped. We have 7 total mana, which makes us 1 short of Ether Spouts and Rhystic Study. Unfortunate. I guess that means we just traverse the Uvenwald this turn. Might as well get it out of our hand. Could copy, won't have enough mana for Ether Spouts, though, if we do that. Get Elder Gargaroth, finally showing up. We'll pass like that, though, because this is like, if someone has a board wipe, they're definitely going to play it. And we need to sit on the Ether Spouts. Just to make sure that we don't get caught awkwardly somewhere. I'm going to crack this Bloodstained Mire right now, just to make sure we have the blue mana we need. Oh, we do not. Oh, there's a Steam Vents. Oh, thank God. Get the Steam Vents untapped. Whew. I thought I made a mistake there. That would have been bad. Would have been really bad. Mogis trigger on opponent. Yeah, we ramped a lot last turn. What did we get? 5 lands into play, I think? That's pretty good. Ooh, Sir Conrad for opponent. Do not like. Do not like one bit. And Arise from the Dark Realms. Ew. Well, here we go. Gonna be a lot of damage triggers. 6 damage triggers and a bunch of ETB triggers for opponent. Remember when I said we needed a board wipe? We need one even more now. Oh, man. Need to get our Gargaroths in and blocking and just doing stuff. Get as many triggers as we possibly can. Gain life, draw cards, create beasts, all that stuff. Ooh, they got a Linvala back, too, so now they got Indestructible and Hexproof if they want it. They mill 3 more cards. Yeah, that's bad. Another Conrad trigger in there. This might be a time for Useless to play Child of Alara and just get it killed somehow, because blowing the board up seems like a good idea, although more death triggers off of Conrad would also be bad. We're down to 15. Oh, yeah, that would probably get us killed, actually. That would probably get us killed. I'm not sure if that's what we want either. Departed Deckhand, Crypt Breaker. I guess if that doesn't happen, though, the Angels will almost definitely go into the zombie opponent. One of them is probably going to try to take out the other one right here, I'd imagine. Although, none of this stuff has haste, so kind of slow. Yeah, just attacking with the 1. Ramirez triggers. What are they getting back? Gets another land. Ooh, opponent got the Athreos in there somehow, too. Puts a counter on Linvala. That all seems good. Ew. There's a Xenagos. Draws the Temple Bell. Excellent. I'm looking for a land right here. I've been doing the math, and a land will help us out a lot. That's not a land. Xenagos on Kefnet. It's a 10-10. Where are they sending it? Lots of scary things. Sending it to the zombies opponent. Yep. Excellent. Opponent sacrificed something with Sir Conrad. Was it Linvala? Yeah, it was Linvala. So they sacrificed Linvala. Probably going to make their stuff indestructible, I imagine. Triggers Athreos and Conrad. Linvala comes back. Somehow they didn't gain the... Oh, yeah, they're indestructible. Yep, there they go. So, yep, they get indestructible out of it. Here comes the 10-10. Aurelia and Angels is still a thing, though. A lot of flyers. I think there's only 1 or 2 flyers over there. I'm seeing Limvala and Atempsis. Mogus Trigger on opponent. Undead Augur's interesting here. Dies, you draw a card and you lose a life. So, like, if their board got wiped, they'd also lose a lot of life. But so would we. Sir Conrad would probably kill us. I think the play is that Angels just need to take him out in combat. What do they need? Since we shot their True Conviction, they actually probably don't have lethal, honestly. They need something else, like if a Gisela popped down. Mirari's Wake is something. Or any Angel with haste, I think they probably need a 3rd attacker. Urza's Incubator. Their Angels will be really cheap. Cost reduction of 3 plus Morophon. Doubled mana. That looks like Gisela mana. It is indeed Gisela mana. Alright, see how this goes. If Maru should die, then I would use Ether Spouts at the end of combat. So we're going to set a stop right there. And an Archangel of Thune is very good. No life gain yet. Doesn't have haste. Still good, though. Won't take long for that to get out of control. Let's see what they want to do. Opponent's spreading the ground damage a little bit. Not ideal. Ooh, not going for the kill against Maru just yet. Aurelia Trigger. Here's the thing to think about. Inferno Titan does double damage, and maybe we just Inferno Titan people to death. This warrior's got double damage at 13. I think I'm going to block that with the Eternal Witness. Opponent's going to block with a Tempsis. Yep. Ooh, going to double block. That's not a good idea with Gisela on the scene. Changes their mind. Kind of wish I put like a Mana Geyser in the deck or something like that. Opponent's going to sacrifice Linvala again. This time they can't get it back, though. No counter on it. But still gives them Indestructible, which gives them 1 blocker that's very hard to get through. Hopefully that forces opponent into using all their resources into attacking the blue-black player. Ooh, Useless goes down to 4. Sir Conrad triggers again because our thing died. 0 damage into Maru. Yeah, opponent needs to focus up their attack a bit more. See what they want to do the second time here. Uh-oh, opponent's swinging our way. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. That means we're going to have to pivot here. And Useless is going to get to survive. We're going to Ether Spouts. Although opponent didn't attack with everything, which is unfortunate. They're probably sensing something like Ether Spouts. No mana to copy. And now we have a very serious problem, which is Sir Conrad and a million things on board. Yeah, opponent not playing along with how I thought they would attack. Oh, you want to know what? With Gisela in play, they don't care about Sir Conrad, and Sir Conrad deals double to all of us. So now we probably have to like try to make some Inferno Titan play to just take them out of the game, or at least, yeah, I mean, that probably is what it has to be. But this is all a lot of mana, and like as much mana as we have, we don't have enough to necessarily do all of that. Mogus Trigger, just damage or life loss. It's damage, it'll be doubled. Wonderful. Heroic Intervention, huh? Yeah, the problem is we're just going to die to Sir Conrad's stuff. So Inferno Titan would do 6. Each one's going to do 6. That'll put them to 1. Can we get them to die to one of their own things? Or I guess we could try just killing Conrad and then making as many Elder Gargaroths as humanly possible. Maybe that's a plan. I mean, I guess we start with Parallel. Do we start with Parallel Lives? We're going to have to get Useless to kill his commander. That's our only real out right here. So here we go. There's an Inferno Titan, shoot Maro Powell, get a Riku trigger. Green, blue, copy the Riku trigger. More Inferno Titan triggers. Somehow I miscounted. Opponent went down finally. Excellent. That leaves us with 3 mana left. Since it has to be a board wipe, I mean, I think we just go Heroic Intervention. It's going to draw with the Temple Bell. Yavimaya Hollow. There's Child of Alara. Need to find a way to kill it. Thief of Sanity. That is not going to do it. Oh, you know what they can do is send Child of Alara our way. Yeah, okay. It's a 12-12. Perfect. Block with everything. Cast Heroic Intervention. And watch Child of Alara blow up the board. Nice. The Angel problem has been dealt with. Now, the Angel deck could just like play a board wipe and get us here, and I'd be okay with that because then we get to go on our Elder Gargaroth plan as it sits right now. Inferno Titan probably just going to win it for us, so not going to get so much of a look at the Elder Gargaroth like we're supposed to. And the problem here is that like it wasn't really a board wipe. Not a lot. We supplied most of the removal. Signet, Gisela, Signet, Mogus Trigger on us. It's a Sylvan Tutor. That showed up late. Play the Yavimaya Hollow. Go to combat. Send in the Inferno Titans. Oh, we could have used 3 to shoot the Oh, there we go. Yeah, shoot the blocker. Opponent goes down. And then I guess we just clone a Inferno Titan. And opponent scoops it right there. Didn't get so much of a look at Elder Gargaroth, though. So Riku did things. Riku played well. Unfortunately, we just didn't find the Elder Gargaroth fast enough. Even though we've got like wheels and tutors and all that sort of good stuff, just didn't catch it in time. We needed one more turn, and I wish we didn't have to use the Ether Spouts just on like a single creature, because that was unfortunate. If we could have got like their whole team, that would have bought us the time to go on the Gargaroth plan. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. And be sure to check out Game 2 in this series. As always, thank you for watching. Hey guys, next time you purchase cards, if you want to support me and my LGS, be sure to check out mothershipatx.com and use the promo code REPLAY to save 15% on your next order. And if you can't find what you're looking for, you can use the TCG affiliate player link. All links are in the description below.